and happy Friday. Over the next 30 minutes, we're going to start slow and gradually build into this big, beautiful flow that's going to leave us feeling energized and juicy and ready for the day. So all you need is some space around you, and that's it. Let's get started. We're going to start in tabletop position, all fours. Let's get some music. So you want your knees under your hips, hands right underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide and grip the floor or the mat, whatever you've got, with all 10 fingertips. Really grip the mat there. Reach your head forward in space, your butt back in space. Engage through the belly. Imagine you're really a table, and you could balance a plate of spaghetti on your back. Your toes can be tucked into the mat or press the top of your foot into the mat. Just make sure you're nice and connected there. Let's take a few breaths here, building a little bit of heat, finding a little bit of balance. Even weight between your hands and your knees. Stretch the head forward and your butt back, creating space in your spine. One more big breath all together, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and adding on a little cat-cow. So drop belly, shoulders back, tailbone up. Look forward, cow pose, nice loose udders here, nice soft belly. We'll take a few breaths here, wiggle into it, see what you can find. Maybe moving side to side, stretching through the neck. The shoulders, the hips. One more inhale here, open even more. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, push the ground away, arching the spine like a cat for cat pose. Really tuck your chin into your chest. Really push your shoulder blades apart, belly button in towards the spine. And again, a few breaths here. We'll wiggle into it. Side to side, forward to back, whatever feels good. Just seeing what you can find. Okay, inhale, belly down, tailbone up, look forward, cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, push the ground away. Cat pose. And continue like that with your own breath for a few more rounds. Every inhale, dropping the belly, keeping it nice and soft. Look up. Every exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin. Really push the ground away and push all the air out of your body. You can breathe through your nose or mouth. Just make sure you have nice, strong, deep breaths. Take about 3 more rounds at your own pace. All right, next time you look forward, drop the belly, inhale, 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 keep inhaling, and then retain the breath for just a moment. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Hold the breath out for just a moment. And inhale, relax. We'll send the hips back, hands forward for child's pose. You might also choose to make a little pillow with your hands and rest your forehead. Maybe rock side to side a little bit. A little self-soothing, a little more waking up in the hips. You can choose to have your knees close together or fall far apart. We'll return to this position, Balasana, child's pose, many times over the practice. So make it your own. We're going to take hands to either side of the head, wide, a little wider than what a yoga mat would be. Go like forward so you can see. And we're still in this child's pose. Spread your fingers wide, hands are nice and wide. And we're going to be doing like little circles. So as you inhale, come up. Exhale, go back. Inhale, come up. We're just going to do a few of these, really warming into the shoulders. You can adjust how your hands are to make it work better for you. Maybe your fingers are pointing out a little more, in a little bit more. Make sure your hands are nice and wide. And we're going to take it the other way. So just the same thing, forward and back, really warming up through the shoulder joint. Here's some crunches. Your movements might be quite a bit smaller or bigger, whatever works for your body. Nice. And then just a little stretch for the wrists to support us through this flow. So first, hands down on the ground. Yeah, you can see. Fingers spread wide. Now just rotate so your wrists are pointing forward and your fingers are pointing to your body. And take a little backwards and forwards action. Try to get your whole palm and all the fingers really pressing down. Move side to side, maybe little circles. Ah, that feels nice. It's up to you how intense it's going to be. So just listen to your own little wrists and take care of them. Okay, we're going to peel up. So begin to lift your hands, slowly peeling up so fingers release last. Inhale, way up on the knees. And exhale, dive down. As a reminder, everything I say is just a suggestion. If you're moving your body in the way it wants to move and you're breathing, you're doing yoga perfectly. So feel free to go off the prescribed movements at any time. One more stretch here for the wrists. Flip your fingers towards you and the palms facing up. Either both hands down like this at the same time, or you can do one at a time with the support of your other hand. So whichever feels better for you this morning, get your whole hand flat, and then the added thing is to rotate the elbows. So the elbow pits forward and then to the side, forward and to the side. And maybe that doesn't really connect with you. You're like, I can't do that. Just give it the intention. Press your whole hand down and like see if you can make a tiny millimeter movement there. It's really good for the wrists and it'll really help them not get sore as we move forward with the flow. Okay, when you've had enough, shake it out. Shake it up high. Shake it out to the side. And then whatever other movements you feel like you might need in the wrists. And we'll come back to tabletop pose. Already in that short time, we've built enough heat to maybe take off our sweatshirts. Okay, hands and knees. Knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Spread your fingertips wide. Tuck your toes into the mat. Really tuck them in. Stretching the sole of the foot is opening the back line of the body. Tuck your toes into the mat. And then here we go. We're going to draw energy up from the earth. Inhale, press up so that your knees hover above the ground. And exhale, drop. Again, inhale, press up, hover the knees. Make sure your head is reaching forward, your butt's reaching back. Exhale, drop. One more. Press up. And then we're going to slowly lift the hips up, 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 all the way to downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let your head hang heavy. Draw your elbow or your shoulders away from your ears. Keep a nice generous bend in the knees to start. More important to have a straight back than straight legs. So really bend your knees deeply to support a straight back. Lift your butt towards the sky. And then if it feels good, begin bending one knee and then the other. Walking the dog, as they say. Keep thinking about pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Let your head be heavy, heavy. You're looking back at your feet. Just a couple more breaths here, exploring the shape, pedaling the feet, wiggling in whatever way feels good. And inhale, look forward, drop the knees, child's pose. So your hands can be in front, make a little pillow, or they can be back. Knees can be wider together. Make this your own. This is your rest place. About 3 good breaths here. Keep breathing. Make the most of your balasana time, your resting time. Whew. And inhale, float hands forward, come on up to the tabletop, all fours, tuck the toes. Draw energy from the earth. Inhale, press, hover those knees, and in slow motion, lift your butt up, 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 up to downward facing dog. And again, nice knees, bust, nice and bent knees, pedal the feet. Push the ground away, kind of even weight in your hands and your feet. Let your head hang heavy, look back at your feet. And then when it feels right to you to stop moving, get your legs a little straighter. They don't have to be totally straight at all. Think about lifting your butt towards the sky and pushing your chest towards your knees at the same time. And then maybe sink your heels closer to the ground. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, way up on the toes, heels towards the sky, butt towards the sky, and then push your heels down. One more, just like that. Inhale, way up on the toes, lift your butt as high as you can, press your chest towards your knees. Exhale, sink the heels. Inhale, look forward, drop your knees. Exhale, child's pose, 5 breaths. Make it your own. Total rest here. Knees can be wide. If you want to open the hips, they can be close together if you want more opening in the back. Or at least that's the case for my body, so experiment with your body. Let's do 2 more breaths together, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Big inhale. One more. And inhale, come back to your tabletop position, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Take anything you need. We're building on the flow now. So make sure you're ready to rock. Here we go. Tuck the toes in, hover the knees, slow motion, downward facing dog. Make sure your feet are about hip distance apart, hands about shoulder distance apart, but you might choose a little wider or a little more narrow for your body. And again, we're going to lift the butt up to the sky, way up on the toes. Exhale, sink the heels. Inhale, way up on the toes, butt up, push your chest towards your knees. Exhale, sink the heels. One more just like that. Inhale, way up on the toes, lift your butt, push your chest towards your knees. Exhale, drop your heels. Inhale, float forward to a little tabletop position. And then we're going to go right back to down dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, tabletop, look forward. You can drop the belly like, cow pose. Exhale, down dog. Push your butt up to the sky. Inhale, knees down, look forward. Cow pose. Exhale, down dog. Do 3 more with your own breath. I like to inhale through my nose, exhale through my mouth. See what works for you. Really building heat in the body. Next time you come down, inhale, look forward. And exhale, sink the hips back, child's pose. Either get really, really still, or maybe find a little rocking motion. Deep breaths. Now let's take one more in through the nose. Side out. Oh. Inhale, float up to your tabletop. Tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow pose, knees down, look forward. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Okay, inhale, lift the right leg up, way up. Keep your legs straight. Rotate so that all your toes point straight down. So your hips are not opening. Your hips are square to the ground. Inhale, lift that heel up even more. Exhale, replace. Second side. Inhale, left leg up, really up. Notice if you open the hip, dial the hip down by pointing your left toe straight down. Inhale, lift up a little bit more. Exhale, foot down. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, child's pose. Complete rest here. And that can look different for different people. Rest could be total stillness. Rest could be getting a little sip of tea. But don't cheat yourself of what your body really needs. And only you know that. Keep breathing. One more. In through the nose. Hands come forward. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, knees down, cow pose, look forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Whoa. Exhale, right foot down. Inhale, left leg. Ah. Exhale, left leg down. Inhale, knees down, look forward. Exhale, child's pose. You see where I'm going here with this? Adding on every time, building our flow. Whew. Encouraging the flow of prana through the body. Life force energy, that good stuff that makes us feel good. In through the nose. Inhale, float up, all fours. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow pose, look forward. Exhale, down dog. Adding on here. Inhale, right leg high, really high. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow. I'll scoot back so you can see. Exhale, or inhale, lift up high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, leg up really high. Exhale, replace. Okay, the other side, you got this. Inhale, left leg high, really high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. We're making like a little plank guy. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, replace. Inhale, drop the knees. Exhale, child's pose. Maybe you're like, oh, wow, that was a lot. You can totally do it. And of course, anything that doesn't work for your body, adjust it, change it, make it work better. For example, you could have your knee down and do it from that position. So if you're kicking the leg back, inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, kick back, exhale, knee to elbow. That's fine. If it doesn't feel good to be in down dog, to do that. So one more full breath as we come up and get back to the flow. Inhale, back up to your all fours. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, cow pose. Let the belly drop, look forward. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, and all the way through, put your foot between your hands. So ideally, you want like 90 degrees in the front leg. Make sure your right knee is over your right ankle. And then, you want to pull your right knee back and your right hip back and your left hip forward, so your two hips are pointing forward. So we're going to come on up, maybe hands on the legs if that feels good. And we'll sink into the hips a bit. As you inhale, use your hands to press your leg flesh forward and exhale to sink into that space. We're opening up this side here. Inhale, push forward, opening up. Exhale, sink in. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just like move around in your hips. See what you can find. Let's take one more. Inhale, push the flesh forward on your right leg. Exhale, sink into the hips. And maybe inhale, one hand up, maybe both hands. And exhale, both hands down. Lift the back knee. Inhale, right leg high. Oh. Exhale, right leg down. One more side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, and all the way through. Find your right angle in the front leg, the left leg. Pop the back knee down. If you need a little pad there, put a little pad under your knee. No shame at all in using props. Actually, that's a bit more advanced because it shows that your ego is less involved. All right, so pull your left hip back, right hip forward, so both hips are pointing forward and you're not opening to the right. And if you feel comfortable there, come on up. You can definitely stay down if you prefer. Roll the shoulders back, interlace your hands, take them on top of the left leg. Inhale as you press the flesh forward and pull your hips back, opening the hip crease here. And exhale, sink in. When I do that, sometimes I have to walk my front leg forward a little bit as I create more space in my hips. Inhale, press the flesh forward, pull your hips back at the same time. Exhale, sink in. Oh yeah. A few more like that. Just creating space in the hips in whatever way feels intuitive to your body. And if nothing does, then try what I'm doing. Sink in. When you feel nice and low, inhale, right hand up, maybe left hand up. And exhale, hands down. Lift the back knee. Inhale, step back to down dog. Knees down. Oh, child's pose. 10 breaths. Nice long break here before we add on. So either find some rocking motion or rest in the stillness of this powerful shape. Your hands can be forward. You can make a little pillow. Boop. Your hands can be back. Your knees can be wider together. Come back to your breath. Come back to the reason that you're doing this today, that you showed up. Why are you bothering to do this at all? What's the point for you? Now that you've reconnected with your intention, let's take one more big breath together in child's pose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale, float up to your all fours. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, knees down, cow pose, look forward, nice soft belly. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow for a second, and then step through. Pop the back knee down. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Sink low into the hips. And we'll inhale, one hand up, maybe two. Exhale, hands down. Lift the back knee. Step back to down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to the elbow, and then all the way through. Right angle in the front leg, pop the back knee down. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, one hand up, maybe two hands up. Exhale, come on down. Lift the back knee. Inhale, step to down dog. Exhale, knees down. Child's pose. Goes pretty quick. It's not so bad when we go quick. Or maybe you're like, ah! Whatever the experience, if it's authentic, it's perfect. I keep having my head this way to talk to the camera, but if you have your head to one side, make sure that you switch it the other way so you stretch the other side of the neck too. Let's get 3 more good breaths here. All right, inhale, come on up. We're more than 2/3 of the way done already. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck your toes. Inhale, downward facing dog. Ooh, okay, here we go. Inhale, knees down, look forward, belly down, cat pose, cow pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high, really high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow and all the way through. Set up for your lunge. Pop the back knee down. Inhale, reach both hands high. Exhale, down. Adding on here. Keep your left hand down, and as if you're stringing a bow and arrow, here. Boop. Left hand's down, your right knee is the one that's forward. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward so you're in line here. And then take your right hand, thumbs up next to the left hand. Spread your left fingers wide. And then inhale as if you're stringing a bow and arrow. Lift your right hand all the way to the sky. You're twisting towards your right knee as if your heart's going to touch above your right knee. Reach your right hand up. Push the ground away with your left hand. Look up to the sky. Inhale a little bit more. And exhale all the way down the same way you came. Woo! Inhale, both hands up. Exhale down. Lift the back knee. Inhale, downward facing dog. Here we go, next side. Inhale, left leg high, really high. Exhale, knee to elbow and all the way through. Set up for your lunge. Pop the back knee down. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward in space. Inhale, sweep both hands high. Exhale, hands down. Now this time, right hand, just a little bit outside, to the right of your other foot. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Take your left hand, thumbs up to the side of your right hand. And here we go. Inhale, string your bow and arrow, reach the left hand all the way to the sky. Maybe you can look up. Keep pulling your left hip back and your right hip forward at the same time. You can even lift your back knee if that feels good to you. Really reach up with your top hand as if you're going to grab the ceiling, grab the sky. Inhale a little more. Exhale down. If your back knee was up, pop it down. Inhale, sweep both hands high. Exhale, both hands down. Inhale, down dog. Exhale here. Child's pose, your style. Aww. Few really good deep breaths. Take what you need. We're just going to be taking that flow one more time. Just one breath, one movement. And you totally can do it. You don't have to go as fast as me. More important to go with your own breath. So if you're breathing more deeply and slowly, that's awesome. Move more deeply and slowly. If you're moving quick, breathe quick. If you're breathing quick, move quick. Here we go. Final round of this big Friday flow, and then we're going to cool it down, get a deep little stretch, and then we'll be on our way. Here we go. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck your toes. Inhale here, exhale, down dog. Inhale, knees tap down, belly down, cow pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, and all the way through. Pop your back knee down or leave it up. Inhale, sweep both hands to the sky. Exhale, both hands down. Left hand stays down, right hand thumbs up. Inhale, reach for the sky, twisting your heart towards your right knee. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, sweep both hands to the sky. Exhale, both hands down. Inhale, reach that right leg up. Exhale, replace. One side to go. Inhale, left leg high, really high. Exhale, knee to elbow and all the way through. Back knee can be up or down, yogi's choice. Really pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, sweep both hands to the sky. Exhale, both hands down. Right hand stays down. Inhale, left hand twist up, twist towards the sky. Left knee is pulling back, left hip pulling back. Reach up, look up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, sweep both hands to the sky, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, kick back, downward facing dog. Exhale, knees come to the ground. A very well-earned child's pose. Feel your heart beating in your chest. Listen to the sound of your breath. Maybe say a little prayer. This is the connection. When you're ready, you can roll to your back. We'll be finishing laying down. So find your own way to your back. Oh, perfect. I don't want to get too mellow because it's the morning, but I just want to take a quick twist. So lay on your back, pull your knees into your chest, find a little rocking motion side to side. Head and shoulders are resting down. And then as you're ready, take your arms out to the side like wide and drop both knees to the right. There's lots of different ways to do this. You can have your knees totally stacked. If you have a kind of stretch, a kind of twist that you know you like, make those adjustments now. Give a good 5 breaths on this side. Maybe turn your head to look to the left. Deep belly breaths. Whenever you're ready, inhale to the center, and then drop both knees to the left. Whatever stretch, twist you did on that other side, do the same on this side for symmetry's sake. Maybe turn your head to look to the right. Nice big belly breaths, making the most of this twist by massaging your internal organs. The more deeply you breathe, the more you're going to get. When you're satisfied, roll to your back. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Some gratitude for your body for this time. If you have time to stretch a little bit more or do some meditation or breath work, I strongly recommend it. But if you, like most people, need to go do some other stuff, well, then you're definitely prepared to do that. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your presence. I would really appreciate comments or questions, anything you got. I'm here to connect with you. That's what I'm in it for. So please reach out anytime. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.